welcome to the Rondo. We're back after a little break, but don't worry, guys, we're back. This is actually the penultimate ever Rondo podcast.
What?
So, guys, no, we're not
We're not going anywhere.
We're not going anywhere. Yeah.
The Rondo as you know it.
The Rondo as you know. We're coming back rebranded. That's what we've been working on. It's gonna be a whole. It's gonna be cold. We're gonna become
New levels, you know what I'm saying?
new levels. We're gonna become the best media channel out there. But don't worry, guys. We're gonna say more on that. But just know that the Rondo's coming back more as a media group, shall we say? Yeah, I like
100%.
that. I like that.
That's always.
But anyway,
08 type
today
vibes, yeah.
the podcast is still here. The second last.
Penultimate.
Penultimate. There we go. Yeah, penultimate was the better term to use, but I tried to just
Move on.
Yeah.
But anyway, we're back, and unfortunately, I'm a Liverpool fan because we dropped points today, and we are going to be discussing everything Premier League as normal. But without further ado, it's your boy AA hosting, as always. I am joined today by
Marcus, the co-host, you know what it is.
come on, and also
Raphael, I'm here.
How you feeling?
I'm not happy with the result or how we played, but I'm happy that you failed,
Fairs.
and that brings me joy.
Does it so?
Yes, it does.
Yeah. Nice to see that you're still a bastard. So anyway, without further ado, let me actually just look at the agenda.
How you failure in every aspect.
Okay, cool. No, I've got it here. Don't be chatting too much, squarehead, you know. Don't be chatting too much.
You're right with already.
Anyway, we're going to start off, obviously, with the Liverpool United game. A huge game in the title race today. Away at Old Trafford for myself. 2-2, big draw. Then we're going to go into the title race, kind of what that means for the title race. Did Liverpool bottled the title? Who has it gone to now? Then we're going to move into Harry Kane.
The curse of the Kane.
The curse of the Kane. That's curse with a K.
Just remember the conversation we had.
Looks like, the league is all but lost. Leverkusen gapping them by 16 points this week.
That's insane, brother.
16 points. And then moving into Rondos or Nots, if we've got any for the week. Little weekly roundup, little weekly reflections.
I might share some stuff on Chelsea as well.
Yeah.
We might get into that.
There we go. That'll be a good Rondo or Not. Finally talk a bit on your club.
Oh, shut up, man.
And then we will finish off with our little bonus question. On this week, we're going to be doing kind of our best. What was it? Let me talk to him ballers. The ballers that we just, everyone seems to have given up on him, but for some reason, you yourself, you've got some faith in him. You believe that there's still a player there.
You know he's not really like that. The real him is somewhere deep inside. You get?
I got a few.
All right, without further ado, United versus Liverpool. I've been talking for a little bit of a while, so I've got
Rash's thoughts on that.
a fair bit to say. But yeah, let's go to Raf. Talk to us. What's your thoughts on the game?
To be honest, I come here smiling, I come here laughing, but it's not because it's nothing to do with United. There's no praise I can give to them.
Okay.
There's a few players, a few moments I can give praise to.
Yeah.
But that team, that manager, there's not much more to say. We already know what's going on here.
Okay, so that it doesn't really excite you in
No.
terms of from a quality
No.
perspective.
No, it doesn't give me hope for the next few games. I don't think we'll use this as a launch pad to get that 5th place or 4th place and get Champions League. I think our season's still over. If our season wasn't over after the Villa game, definitely over after that Chelsea game. There's not much more to say with United. But Liverpool on the other hand, wow.
Yeah.
You man are rubbish.
Damn.
You man are, no, do you know what it is, yeah? It's weird. Like, you man, you're good but bad. I don't really...
Yeah, I think
you're
that's
actually an enigma. You're kind of like the elite version of United, if that makes sense.
It doesn't. Explain.
Like, you see, okay, if you watch the compilation of all the goals United have scored this season, yeah, and nothing else, you'd think, wow, that was a team there. Like, you see that Bruno goal, you see that Mainu goal, you're like, wow. Then you watch the rest of it, you see their shambles. Liverpool are doing that, but somehow in a title race, man, it's beautiful. But
Liverpool arguably should have scored a lot more goals that game as well.
do you know what I'm saying? Like,
Their
but there's
front
some
three were-
reason when they go to Old Trafford, they lose all sense. And
we just haven't.
Yeah,
we don't
man.
have a great record at Old Trafford.
Klopp, it's weird, man. It's like he can't take his team in at half time and like instill any sense of composure. And that's quite worrying going into a title race like this, a three-legged race.
Yeah. I mean, I think the thing
Do you
is
think the
with
chickens
Klopp,
will come home to roost?
Yeah. Oh. I think the thing is with Klopp, right? When you look at our system, it's obviously a system which kind of promotes more chaos than you look at when you look at Man City and Arsenal. And I think the thing is, he probably should have implemented more of a level of control into our tactics, because it just doesn't really work with the quality of forwards that we have at the moment. Because, you know, this kind of basketball game that we've had with United kind of twice now this season, we should have smoked them. We should have been well ahead, but we miss a lot of chances, like through Diaz and Nunes. It's not the same as back in the day when you had the Firmino, the Mane, a prime Salah, where you can have this sort of end-to-end game and we win like 5-2 or whatever it is.
You're taking most of your chances.
Yeah, now it's just not the same. We miss a lot of chances. So,
And you have a bozo up top who
Oh my, he was
his
horrible.
shot selection is just
He was terrible, man.
doesn't make sense.
his miss, I don't even know if I can call it a miss, because it's like a,
was that a shot? Who knows?
bro, it was like a brain spasm.
Yeah.
Like, it didn't shoot or cross, and yeah, it's just shocking, isn't it? Like, I don't even he mishit it 2 yards out.
And Diaz's miss as well.
Diaz was missing, like the 86th minute was awful. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I think that's a big thing, and I think that's what probably will cost us the title. Like, when you look at Arsenal and City, the level of control they're able to implement over their games from the 0 to the 90. Arsenal, the form that they're in now, like, they're just, every element of their game, every minute of their game, they seem comfortable, they seem dominant.
Control.
Ours just swing this way and that way too much, and then we don't have the killers up top to at least really take advantage of it when it's in our way. So,
Ain't that a shame?
unfortunately, I can't really see us winning the league.
Oh.
Hold on.
I feel like this is the first time you said that out loud.
Wait, hold on. Let's look at the Premier League table right now. So on top of the table, you have Arsenal with 71 points. The second,
No, they're 71.
71 points.
71.
The
Okay.
second place, you have Liverpool with 71 points.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm saying
So how can you say you don't think? No, you don't back your team. You're saying that you don't think you're going to win the league.
You're
So you're
1
not
point off the
backing
top.
your team.
I don't-
They're level on points.
Yeah, we're level on points.
They're level on points with Arsenal.
I don't think.
No, are you sure?
Yeah,
100%. They're level on
Oh,
points.
come on, man.
Exactly.
We got
Have
a good
some hope.
I think we'll drop.
It's not even
points
hope.
here.
How can you be on level
Nah,
on points
you
and say
can't
you
do
I have
can't?
hope. I have hope.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
I think we have a good chance.
So
Nah.
basically,
we have a good chance.
Arsenal are a better team in general than Liverpool.
On form, they are.
That's not what I asked you. Arsenal are a better team than Liverpool.
I don't know if they're a better team
So why can't you? If they're not a better team, why can't you back yourselves?
because they're in
to-
better form.
You can pick up form.
This form of
You
Arsenal,
drew
I
a
don't know.
game.
This form of Arsenal is crazy. I don't know if this is. I'm hoping this ain't them. I'm hoping they drop off. But right now,
But people said the same about Liverpool's form.
what do you mean? What do you mean?
People said the same about Liverpool's form at some point in the season.
Yeah, but I don't think we've ever actually had form this good as Arsenal.
I think you're being a coward.
Yeah.
I think you're being a coward.
So-
For you to be level on points, top of the table right now, obviously you're second by goal difference, and not back your team. It's outrageous. You've been
I always back my
you've been
team.
second, and City have been a couple points ahead of you. You've been like, yeah, we're gonna chase them. We're gonna win the quadruple.
And what-
Where's that aim?
what's changed now?
Where
What's
is that
changed?
And
aim?
what happened? And what happened every time? We lost the league. There was too many title races, man, and I'm already seeing cracks in our system. I'm not investing my heart into it another time. Listen, if we win
you
the
ain't got the
league,
heart
I'll be
for
on
it
top
no
of the
more.
world. I'm gonna support every game, but do I believe we'll win the league? No, I'm taking my heart out of it, man.
Talking like a
Oh,
cuck
that's a
right
shame.
now.
Yes, yeah.
That's a shame.
And what, man?
That's a
and
shame,
what,
man.
And what, man?
I Liverpool boys, talk to your guy, man.
Yeah,
talk
man,
to your guy.
that's,
no faith in Klopp whatsoever. This guy is
That's
I've got a lot of
his
faith in
final
Klopp.
bow. You don't
No,
think
do
he's
you
gonna
know-
go with a
Look,
bang?
if you're
Second
asking me
arc.
to be honest, I don't see it anymore.
That's crazy. After one game, you didn't lose the
I've
game.
been thinking this for a while. I've just been
So
just having that willpower and just believing.
By the way,
That's shameless.
for the audience, this is not how he moves in the group chat. so
Yeah,
like,
this is
I don't know who this guy
this
is
is
right now.
shameless. This guy's been talking about a second arc for a year and a half now.
Well, it's a good season.
Finishing second is not a good season. Like second in the Carabao Cup.
No, I think from where we were last season, I think and a lot of what people can.
Bro, from where you are right now, it's a shit season,
Yeah,
bro.
Yeah, obviously you want to win the league.
I can hear it in your voice. You don't even believe what you're saying right now.
Yeah, man, it is what it is. I'm deflated.
Oh my
You know what
god.
I'm saying?
After a 2-2 at Old Trafford.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
In most people's books, that's not a bad result, is it?
I just don't know if we're going to win the league, honestly. I don't have that. I haven't really had the confidence for a little while, just in terms of the way that we're playing. Listen, with the way that the tactics that we go along with, and the chaotic nature that we approach games, you need killers in the front line.
You know that meme?
Diaz and Nunes miss chances, bro.
You know that meme of an elephant sitting on like a tree branch and it's about to break?
Yeah.
And it's basically like Liverpool shouldn't be where they are. That's how you're talking. Like, you don't even deserve to be where you are right now.
I don't know if we don't deserve to be where we are, because at the end of the day, we've got the points. So we just, I just
So
don't.
if you
I
got
just
the
don't know
points,
if
why
we
can't
can
you
follow
go?
through because of the things
But
I mentioned.
But why have you only just changed your mind?
No, I've been thinking this for a
And
little
so
bit of a while.
quickly.
I've been thinking
And
this.
so-
you were thinking it while
drastically.
you were 2 points ahead, 3 points ahead. You're
Yeah.
still thinking of that.
Yeah, I was thinking.
So when did you
Because
first
I
think
think we
about
can
this?
drop points.
When did you first think about this?
To be honest, I feel like it.
Or have
properly-
you ever believed?
I did believe for a period of time, but I feel like Arsenal keeping on their form, City kind of just. Well, I always
City
knew
haven't been great this
I always
season.
knew City were just going to kind of be there. I think it really set in after the City game. I think when we didn't win that game, and I saw the finish on display from Diaz, and I know how erratic Nunes can be. I said, with the way that we approach games, with the guys that we have in the front line, I don't know if we can do it consistently.
If the fans don't believe, how the players going to believe?
Do you know what I mean?
Title done, bro.
Yeah, so
That's
we got a
the
good
crazy
chance.
thing.
We got a good chance.
Title
But
done.
if you want me to think that we're the favourites, we're not my favourites.
Who's your favourites to
Really?
win the league?
It's probably still City. I think Arsenal.
Hold on.
City are below them, by the way.
But so you said you stopped believing in Liverpool because of the form Arsenal are in, but City are your favourites to win the league.
No, Arsenal and City though. No, I said the way Arsenal and City play. It's not really the form City.
No, that's not what you said.
No, it is both. It's both.
That's not what you said was the form Arsenal are in makes you think that Liverpool can no longer win it.
No, Arsenal. It's what makes me think Liverpool are probably third in the pecking order.
Wow. So you think?
You told a lot of men this season that Liverpool finished above Arsenal. Now you just changed the whole tone.
Yeah, I'm a bit
What do you mean, man? Football changes. What do you want from me?
an apology
Yeah.
I'm not apologizing to nobody.
and
We
an
need an
admission
apology
of
from you.
shamelessness.
you ain't getting nothing from me.
Just say you were wrong.
Yeah,
Huh? I
That's
can
it.
say that. Yeah.
Say it then.
say it.
Yeah, I was wrong.
Say it louder.
That's as loud as I'll say it.
Write it down on the board.
That's as loud as I say.
I want you to say Jalen, Joel, Corey, Ish. I was wrong.
Look into the camera and
Look into
tell
the camera and say it.
No problem. Fuck you, man.
Fair enough.
Anyway, man, have we got anything else to say kind of about the game?
Yeah, man. Talk to me about Kwanzaa.
Oh.
Yeah, that was a big error. I don't know if it was right to start him.
Yeah, you
20
said
years
that.
of age. I know he's had a really good season. I know he's got a lot of talent, but I feel like you just go with Kanate, man. You don't
I have
really
no
put...
idea why Klopp decided to go with
But
Kwanzaa.
you know what I mean?
Kanate's got errors like that in him
Shush,
as well.
man. I
He
don't
does,
know.
he
I
does.
don't
Don't
feel
get
like-
upset now.
I don't feel like it was wise kind of throwing Kwanzaa into all of that. To be honest, he actually had a good game outside of that, but it's these moments that you need that experience, that maturity, because how he's just playing a pass across the back foot and not looking. He didn't look, getting too comfortable. At this level, that's the way you can be punished. Because, to be honest,
Great finish from Bruno.
it was a
though.
great finish.
Yeah.
He probably, because that's the way they can punish you, because probably at, academy level, maybe the championship is where he played last season. Players aren't going to take that first time. You're still going to have a chance at
Yeah,
recovering.
but-
Bruno came in, bang.
But to be
That's
fair,
where they can kill you.
to be fair, the first half, so that happened in the first half of the second half, like the first 5-10 minutes.
Okay, cool.
But the first half, like the first 10-15 minutes of the first half started the same way, really. And it was more Robertson and Szoboszlai losing the ball. In fact, Robertson was trying to concede.
Yeah, Robinson didn't have a great start to the
No,
game.
not at all. So I don't really think it's fair to blame Kwanzaa. I think your team...
Well, he made a huge error, though.
No, I agree. But I think there was something about the way Liverpool started both halves. I don't know if you want to blame that on the gaffer or not. I will. That meant like your team started very much kind of shaky under pressure.
I just think they just
making
started,
very poor
they just
decisions.
started a bit jittery. You're playing away
Well,
from home.
well, exactly. That's the point I'm making. And whose
Yeah.
fault is that?
I think it's just the players. Like, you got to adapt. I don't feel like...
If you say so.
Listen, I've spoken about Klopp's tactics already. I think they're just a little bit too chaotic for the players that we've got in our front line. I think that's the only thing I'll put against him.
So you're blaming the manager then?
Yeah, I did. I already did that. But I don't...
No, you just said it was the players a second ago.
Huh?
You just said it was the players a
On
second
your
ago.
point.
Okay.
On your point. On them starting jittery.
Okay.
I don't really feel like that's more an overall point. There's kind of differences there, like kind of learn nuances.
Sure.
But yeah, basically, I don't feel like Kwanzaa should have started.
I would like to highlight some things about the game, mostly to do with United. I don't know, get Raf's take on this. So firstly, A new kid who's come onto the block, Kambawala.
Yeah.
I mean, he was putting quite a shift in defence.
I thought he played really well. I thought
Quite passionate.
yeah, man.
Bit of a loser.
I'd like to see him have a bit of a role next season in the squad. I think he's got kind of all the traits you really want in a young centre back.
Is he able to distribute the ball properly, like pass out?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think he played. I think
He's
he
not
was
the tallest though.
I don't think he's short.
I'm not sure.
No.
I told you, you look like
6 foot.
Yeah, but I think he's a bit taller than that. I think physically though, he looks very strong and he's rapid as well. There was one point in the first half where he lost the ball on the wing. I think Nunes
and
was driving and and he got in front of him. Like his recovery pace is
got
crazy.
his body in front.
He's very aggressive and front footed as well, which I like in a centre back. I think him and Maguire. I think what was the difference a lot for United. We did get to play on the front foot quite a bit, and we got to press a lot more as a team than we usually did. And I think Maguire and Kambala's inclusion helped that because I think they are very aggressive. They're happy to kind of step forward, step ahead 10 yards. And when the ball does come into the striker to engage him, I think Varane, Lissandro, and that pussy
Maguire was actually
Lindelof
doing
will
all
never
right
do
today. He was
that.
being quite front foot and aggressive.
But that's him.
I think because he felt a bit more comfortable because he had a quicker centre back next to him.
Yeah, that as well. But I think he's like that in general. I think he just plays with absolute pussies next to him.
Jesus.
Which kind of doesn't help.
So you think Maguire is someone that United should be taking forward?
100%. I still think think he's the best centre back at the club.
Whoa, okay.
Comfortably.
Maguire is the best centre back at the club.
Comfortably. Who's his competitors?
This is a player
So you think Maguire's better than Lissandro Martinez?
100%.
Is that because of injuries or because of him as a player?
Both. I think Lissandro's obviously better than him on the ball, but what does that mean when you're 5'7"? You can't really play on the front foot. You get injured every 2 minutes.
Oh, okay.
He's not really. He's a mirage.
Yes.
But I like Lissandro, but he's got his uses. But yeah, he's definitely not.
So you
best
think
centre-back
Maguire's
than
a centre back to take United forward?
100%. Yeah. I would.
100%,
I would go next
Does he
season.
have the pace?
Pardon?
Does he have the pace to do so?
I mean, I think he showed when you put him next to a centre back that can kind of compensate for that. He's more than fine. I think he showed that today. He was probably one of United's better players.
Fair enough.
He was decent today.
He was very good.
Oh, that's such a stretch. He was decent. You realise we had a lot of chances, bro.
Yeah, but you can't blame that on him. You can only blame that on one bold man. And a man with a nose job.
Okay, I want to discuss a second player and a less positive, like Casemiro.
Oh my God.
How many times did he lose the ball in
was
midfield?
shambolic. The thing is, though, he started off really well, you know. He actually started off really well. He was making
First
a lot.
20 minutes, maybe.
Yeah, that first 15 minutes, making some great tackles, actually distributing the ball quite well. And then obviously he lost his legs and he went back to the usual nonsense that we know him for. I've been saying this for a long time. He's a terrible signing. He's not that great of a player. Whether he once was at Real Madrid is up for opinion and up for debate. I think he was a good player, solid player. Obviously played next to two of the best midfielders of all time. So it's hard. I think it's a bit hard not to look somewhat competent when you're doing that. But when you've now that he's coming as the main man, he's on a main man contract, a main man transfer fee. He's kind of that guy that you're looking to with the leadership and experience. He shows nothing. He's a headless chicken. He loses composure.
Oh.
He can't tackle. He can't pass.
Whoa.
He can't hold position. All he's really good for is off the ball runs and set pieces. That he's really good at. But yeah.
So I've got a wider question about United then. So obviously Kobe Mainoo's going to come into the scene. Great player.
Great player.
Other midfielders you have Amrabat, Mason Mount, Bruno Fernandes.
You guys.
I'm guessing that next season Amrabat's not going to be there.
I hope not.
You probably want to get rid of Casemiro. So you feel like you need another defensive midfielder
100%.
there. Okay, do you have any idea what type of profile you're looking for?
I think, it's interesting because I think prior to Mainoo's arrival, I would have liked more. In fact, Partey was always kind of, before he went to Arsenal, was the player I was looking at that I wanted at United. And I still wanted someone in that mold. I think athletically very good, but also very, very good in the ball. Kind of someone can play as an 8, but is very comfortable at a 6 as well.
Okay.
That was the mold of player I was looking for. Someone like that. I think now that Mainoo's kind of has broken onto the scene, I think that gives United a bit more leeway in the profile they're looking for. And I think you can kind of look more into that Casemiro profile, but just with a bit of added competency.
But just actually being good.
Yeah, which I think helps United in the transfer market next season because that kind of
is an easier profile.
Yeah, it's an easier profile to find.
What type of profiles?
I think United are looking at. I think Onana's someone that's been
talked about
quite a lot. Yeah,
good, you know.
Yeah, he's right. I think he's
not a world beater, but he does the job.
Yeah, and I think if you can show glimpses of quality in such a dysfunctional team, I do always think that's a positive.
Too many black centre mids, man.
Huh?
Nothing.
Sorry,
that was crazy.
Okay,
that was crazy.
Moving on. I feel like enough. By the way, I just want to say, do you feel like Casemiro's career is a sham?
I mean, sham is a strong word because he's done things that I could only dream of. So sham is
5 Champions Leagues.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? I wouldn't call it a sham, but let's not over-reg it and call him, one of the best midfielders of all time or defensive,
Well, then it's a little bit over.
No, but sham, you wouldn't. That's not
no one's
sham.
ever called him one of the best midfielders of all time, have they?
Best DMs there.
Some people have.
They've called Casemiro in the best DMs of all time.
Some people have.
Definitely, he was in those conversations.
Some people have.
Fair enough, man.
In the conversations.
Yeah.
So,
I'll never put him up there, but
so a little bit overrated.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the United transfer has shown that. Same with Varane.
Okay, interesting.
I think with Varane, he was even overrated at Real Madrid. There was glimpses in Real Madrid where you saw that this wasn't
as good as you thought.
I mean, every time Ramos was injured and he had to be the leader centre back, it was never.
Yeah.
And same things happened at United.
Cool.
Really.
Moving on to the title race. So I guess what does this mean for the title race? You guys kind of got onto me. Who are you guys' favourites then?
I don't think anything's changed. I still think City will win the league, and I think Arsenal finish third. Thank you very much. I hate that club, Arsenal.
Okay.
I don't really like to discuss this topic because there's 3 shambolic options for me, really.
Fairs.
What's the best of the?
Didn't Gary Neville say something like that? It's like probably choosing between 3 blokes to nick your wife?
Yeah. Do you know what? My one's controversial though. I actually want Liverpool. I think Liverpool's the best of a bad bunch for me to win the league.
Why?
Really?
Even though they are technically our biggest rivals. All right, so obviously Arsenal's just a non-starter for me, right? I live with 2 Arsenal fans. My twin brothers are Arsenal fans. My boss is an Arsenal fan.
Death to the Arsenal.
Yeah, we can never. That can never happen. I want to see bad things, and bad things only happen to these people.
Facts.
In my life.
Facts.
City, if they win. That's 4 on the trot, and I don't think so. That means they've outdone all our accomplishments apart from 20 times.
115 charges. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, but still, I don't want that in the
mad, innit?
Yeah, I don't want that in the conversation. So that can't happen. Liverpool, cool, 21 times, but after Klopp, realistically, they ain't winning for another 20 years. We'll catch them back. So Liverpool, man.
You think so?
It's a sound argument, to be fair.
No, Amorim's coming, man. He's got something for the league.
If you say so.
Yeah, he's better than Ten Hag.
That's not saying much.
When you get Thomas Frank as a manager, we'll get back to this.
Okay, cool.
Bro, you might not go, the fam. Tuchel's your next manager.
So I
watch.
just want to speak a little bit about Arsenal. So you sound like you're not really convinced about what you're
I
saying.
will never be convinced, ever.
So just
Ever. So there's nothing Arsenal can do to convince me. Even on the final day. Until they lift that trophy, I won't be convinced.
Okay, so
firstly, we're going to go around in circles here.
The history of the Arsenal.
They don't have. I don't think they have the attacking force right now to win the league. I feel like City are slowly grinding away results, even though they haven't been great. City won 4-2 this weekend.
Yeah.
It wasn't a great performance from City. The first half was shambolic. But City do this thing where they just know how to win games.
Yeah.
I don't think the Arsenal players have the experience, firstly. The ability, secondly. They're praising...
second title race now.
Doesn't matter. They're praising guys like Havertz in this race. Like, come on, man. Let's be serious.
When
This is the same Havertz that was at Chelsea. And no one's going to tell me otherwise. They're very sound. 100% they're very sound. And I do believe that Arsenal will win still a lot of games this season. They will concede less than most other teams. But when it comes to that crunch period, when they need to pull off results, when City are just continuing to churn away results, Arsenal will falter. Mark my words, Arsenal will falter. And I'll be there at the end of the season laughing my head off.
Bro.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Fair.
I feel like Arsenal's form is sensational.
It might be. Doesn't mean they're going to win the league.
I feel they've got a real good chance. I don't really believe that they'll necessarily falter. They could do, of course, and this form could end. But
we've seen Liverpool do this
in terms
before.
of how impressive they have been playing, I do feel like, they do deserve some applause.
From who?
myself and just
clap
the
them.
general,
Clap them.
the league. I just feel like they are the most informed team in Europe, bro. When I'm watching their games, as a Liverpool fan, I'm frustrated because I just they don't give the opposition team even a good period in the game. They're not conceding chances, let alone goals. They're looking solid when they're attacking. Honestly, every part of their gameplay is fantastic. They press high and aggressive like a Liverpool team. They play in between the lines like a Pep team.
Bit much, man.
And they defend well in a block like a Simeone team, bro. Honestly, it's fantastic. I have to say, fair enough in terms of
they do the basics of football well.
That's it.
And when you do those to a real high level, you end up with a very good team.
What is scintillating about Arsenal? What is scintillating about
I wouldn't call it scintillating. It's very systematic.
So why all this high praise?
Yeah.
Because in terms of getting results and dominating football games, it's flawless.
Is it?
Yeah. That's why they've been in such good form. I know you guys don't want to just admit it, but
you
listen,
still don't think they win the league.
Yeah, man.
No, I think they got a good chance.
You said
City will win the league.
Second favourites though. It's
Okay,
not a lot.
Your first favourites.
Yeah, but it's not a lot. It's not a lot. Well, we're talking not even when I put Liverpool as third. We're talking.
Okay, but you said City are in like. But you said
we're
City.
talking minimal margins. We're talking a scuffed a mistake like Kwanzaa today. Like these little things.
That's
can happen.
fine. But you said City's form is a bit so-so. But you've got all this high praise for Arsenal, yet you still don't think Arsenal's form is good enough.
They just got that mentality.
So Arsenal are lacking.
So they're not like.
Yeah, they still are lacking something. But I'm just saying they're fantastic though. No, they're
maybe fantastic is not the word to use. They're good, great, for sure.
But they're lacking something that they need to win the league.
Just a little bit though. I think their mentality is improved.
Whether it's a little bit, whether it's a lot.
Last season, we could see
something.
that they were way off on the mental side of things. Now I think they're close.
I
They're
don't know.
very
You've
close.
seen Zinchenko's performances.
I think they're there in terms of the mentality. In terms of they do have title mentality. I just feel like City's is next level. Like I just
do you even know what title mentality
when
looks
City
like?
when City are in a position where they can't lose, they don't lose. Do you know what I mean? Like when the pressure's on in the game.
That's real mentality, bro.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
Arsenal ain't got that in them.
Not to the same extent.
They ain't got it in them.
God, this guy's using so many words to say like nothing.
Yeah, I'm willing to give them their credit, man. They're a very good team.
Yeah, no one said they're not.
Fair enough, huh? We'll move on. Oh, De Bruyne's 2 goals, by the way. Oh my days. But
Grealish has played for the second goal. Amazing as well.
I feel like Grealish, I'm not going to lie, I feel like Grealish, he was good, but I feel like Grealish gets like some of the nicest treatment I've seen from £100 million
so tired
signing.
of him.
Like that I've ever seen. Like I've never seen £100 million signing like that plays in attack.
He's just there for vibes.
Get so little goals and assists and everyone say, oh, but look at everything he does outside of it. Paul Pogba was playing in a double pivot in a 4-2-3-1 under Mourinho.
Speak.
And they were saying that he's not getting enough goals and assists.
Speak. And this is a guy that was getting 20 goals and assists a season.
Do you know what I mean? Jack Grealish has like 10 goals and assists across like 3 seasons in the league. And they'll say, oh, but look at what he does outside of it. Understand football more than it. Just because, I don't know, he's white.
Whoa.
And he's got like nice, I don't know what it is. Like he's got a good personality. I don't know. Well, even looking at the difference between Pogba and Grealish, that must be a factor, right?
No, the factor is that United needed
he's British, he's a media
United
darling.
needed Pogba. Grealish was a part of a already amazing system, so his input is less less gravitas in a sense.
Yeah, because you still got those guys balling. But
without Pogba, United would have been nothing.
No. I do hear that, but I still do think like
until Bruno came, obviously.
Even still, I feel like when the media want to, even when the team's doing well, they do kind of gone for like a major signing. Obviously, it's always going to be less when your team's doing well. There's less attention on you, right? There was a lot more attention on someone like Núñez last season than to this season. Obviously, he has improved, but a big element is that Liverpool are doing well. But still, I still feel like with Grealish, people are always they are very nice for £100 million. I think he's the most expensive player in Premier League history.
Enzo.
No, how can he be?
Oh, Enzo. Oh my God.
He gets some very nice treatment as well.
No, he does not.
Yes, he does.
He gets
his treatment is far too good.
You guys are so crap that people stop speaking about you. That's why.
Every time Chelsea,
no, it's not enough.
Every time Chelsea have a bad result, the first person they talk about is Enzo.
It's not enough. That's not true.
He might not have done anything wrong.
That's not true. You guys get them to talk about Conor Gallagher.
Because he's shit. Bro, don't piss me off,
Wait. So
man.
you don't, wait. Let's move on because I think we've done enough of that. Wait, so you don't rate Gallagher?
No, I'm never rating. Everyone knows I don't rate Gallagher.
Wait, but I think Gallagher's been a player that a lot of Chelsea fans have said that he's been a shining light this season.
He has though.
What shining light, bro?
Wait, so you don't see
shining light to where? Where's he led up?
Well, he led you to victory last week, bro.
Gallagher's a how?
Palmer did that.
Wait, hold on.
Say this. No.
Anyway, let's get back onto Gallagher. I've spoken about this so many times. Yeah.
Okay.
I get it. He's a very passionate player.
Okay, yeah.
He covers so many blades of grass. He's so enthusiastic.
That's important.
He's making tackles left, right, and center. But I've said this time and time again. If you want to be a top level team, you cannot have a player like Gallagher playing as your number 10. As a number 10 in the Premier League.
Because he presses high.
It makes no sense. You have a defensive 10. What the hell is that?
Fairs. He
hasn't got the quality on the ball to be playing at a top level. And yes, it might look good at this stage when Chelsea is fighting in 10th place battles. But if we want to be the team that we need to be in the future, challenging for titles, challenging for top 4, we cannot have a player like Gallagher. He makes too many mistakes, he breaks down play too much, and he interferes with other players' game.
Hey, you do not like this guy.
I have a question.
Go on.
You see those 3 things, yeah? Could they not be said to apply to Enzo?
Explain that to me. How would they apply to Enzo?
Huh?
He's not passionate. I don't know.
No. The 3 things. What was those 3 qualities you said? Repeat them.
Okay, so but Gallagher, the qualities of Gallagher, I said that he's a passionate.
No. The 3 things you said he doesn't have.
Whoa. Enzo has a lot of technique on the ball.
Okay.
Yes, he does not affect. He helps other players rather than.
Does he?
Yes.
Okay, continue.
With his passing, when he's bringing in players.
And what about off the ball? And what about off the ball? Does he help? Does he help his teammates?
Gallagher does the off the ball work. I'm not talking about off the ball work.
But I'm saying, does Enzo do it?
Yes, he does. He's not as athletically capable as Gallagher, so it can look frail at times.
So I feel like Gallagher and Enzo are completely different cases.
Do you not necessarily think that Gallagher is there to make up for your 120 million boys' deficiencies?
No.
How did you come to that conclusion?
The problem there is not to do with Gallagher or Enzo. The problem there is to do with Poch. If Poch had a better system, because what Poch tries to do with Enzo is he tries to get him to move around the pitch and play quite vertically. Enzo's not that sort of player. You don't want him running around. You want him sitting a bit, not having all the defensive responsibility, but sitting, able to dictate play players in.
So you think he should play deeper?
I don't think Enzo needs that much.
Caicedo, 100%.
I don't think you need to cater.
At Benfica, he was in a pivot. Yeah. Why should he not play a pivot at Chelsea?
If I just come in here, do you think you need to cater to Enzo that much that he needs a Caicedo and Gallagher next to him?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
No. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I think
he's not physically good enough. And he's shown it.
No, he's not physically good enough. Caicedo's quite physically capable.
He's not physically good enough because you're asking him to do too much.
And I don't think Caicedo's the best physically. He's like a Pogba. He's a mirage. But he's big and strong, yeah.
He's not big and strong. What are you talking about?
He's quite built. He's very strong, but in terms of actually using his body well, he's a bit brainless. I don't rate them two as a. But
I think he gets around the pitch though.
He definitely gets around the pitch.
Yeah, so I think so. Still, like
I think Poch's system. He wants players running. He wants players running. He wants players pressing. That's
a lot, you know.
Poch has been that.
But I think that's every system
since Southampton, since Tottenham. He's been like that.
A lot.
Yeah, but I don't think you can get away with like, especially midfield. I don't think you can get away with passengers anymore.
It's not
I think that's abundantly clear.
A player that sits is not necessarily a passenger.
Would you call
Kroos a passenger?
But you're who?
Kroos. Would you call him a passenger?
I don't think you could get away with him in the Premier League, especially the way he currently plays.
Him, man.
I don't think you could.
That's
depends how you play him.
I don't think you could.
That's very interesting.
Does Rodri move around a lot? If you play him as the deepest midfielder, if you play Enzo as the deepest midfielder, then you play Caicedo.
But I don't think Enzo's got the quality to play 6 in the same way Rodri does.
As a lone 6?
I think he's more of an 8.
He's not as defensively sound.
No, he
would
wouldn't
that as well. But I think
playing a double
his
pivot,
temperament and passing wise, he's more of an 8. He's more creative.
Double pivot. Trust me, Enzo's best bet is double pivot.
But then that 6 or 8 next to him needs to be.
Anyway, guys, let's get on
Caicedo.
Nah, I need more than that.
If you say so. But anyway, guys, let's kind of move more on to Chelsea wider, because I want to get some agendas here. So,
what questions do you have for me, brother?
Okay, like I feel like you've been on a little bit of a whirlwind this week because I've been talking to you as we've been watching the games in the yard. So obviously midweek you had that crazy 4-3 versus United.
What you saying, bro?
That was some of the worst game management I've seen in my life.
Hassan El Gaib.
Oh my God.
Cole Palmer.
My God. You might were lucky,
The
though.
coldest.
But
No,
after
we're
that,
very
you were
lucky.
telling me, Mark.
The best right winger in the Premier League.
I wouldn't go that far.
What?
You heard what I said, cuz.
Do you want to ring the bell?
Yeah, let's not.
I ain't got words.
Let's not.
I haven't got the energy.
Anyway, Marcus, you were telling me that, we might be able to sneak sixth. That
Be serious.
Let me walk you through my thought process around
you
this.
go on,
Please.
you go
All
on,
right,
you
cool.
go on.
So this is before the Sheffield game, yeah? All right, cool. We played Sheffield, it was 2-2. But before the game, yeah, I saw the fixture list. I saw, okay, cool, Chelsea got Sheffield this weekend. United are playing Liverpool. At this point, Chelsea is 5 points behind United with the game in hand. I'm thinking, if Liverpool do what they need to do and beat or draw to United, then if Chelsea win a game against Sheffield and our game in hand, we got better goal difference than United at this stage right now. United are on -1 goal difference. We're 6th, and the games in hand we have are Sheffield, and I think the second one is West Ham. Winnable game. So in my head, I said, if Chelsea, after this United game, we pick up some form, that United game should have told the players, we can achieve something. We're a good team. We came back from the depths of despair to do something. So the hope I had for Chelsea came back. That little glimmer.
So you made 2 mistakes in stage 1 of this plan already, but
Well, hold on.
continue.
One little glimmer is all I needed. I said, Pochettino, you have to give me this. You haven't given me anything this whole season.
Yeah.
I'm just asking for you to finish 6th place. We've got a game in hand. We've got a good set of fixtures. And then what happens? We go up north to Sheffield and we draw 2-2 to a team that have been getting battered left, right, and centre.
They have 15 points. Well, before you.
Pochettino, it will not be well with
Tough
you.
place to go to, though.
Pochettino, hand in your resignation, please. Please. What did you say?
So it's a tough place to go to.
You've drawn 2-2 to Sheffield and Burnley in recent weeks.
That's crazy.
Or was Burnley 2-2? Or
It was 2-2 as well.
That's crazy.
what's wrong with you?
Burnley was 2-2. We're at home, by the way.
They went up to 10 men.
Against
You
10
might
men.
not quite poor.
Sheffield, we conceded in the 95th minute.
So would you sack Poch today?
I just sacked him 2 weeks ago. Actually, okay, that's a lie. Let me be calm now. I want Poch sacked, but it doesn't make sense to sack him right now because we're going to get in right now. End of the season, before the transfer window, before preseason, get him gone. Who do I want in? I don't even know, bro.
Do you enjoy Chelsea at the moment? Do you enjoy watching Chelsea? Do you enjoy?
There's not a single thing I enjoy about watching Chelsea.
Not Cole Palmer.
It's not enough.
It's not enough.
It's not enough.
I hear it.
It's just not enough, man. Watching Chelsea is actually painful. I was watching the first half today. Okay, Chelsea scored first. Okay, cool. Thiago Silva from the corner. I said, okay, we haven't played great, but we're winning. We look comfortable on the ball. We were dominating possession. And then we let Sheffield score.
Yeah.
And once it's 1-1, I've watched Chelsea enough this season to know how this game is going to go. We don't have it in us to get back, score 2-3 goals, dominate the game again. Once we allow the other team to score, it's going to be back and forth, and that's just how Chelsea are. So when I saw the highlight on the way here, it ended 2-2. I wasn't surprised. I was like, I don't even know why I had hope in the first.
Horrible when it gets like that, innit?
Yeah.
I remember when I was complaining about managing games. Yeah.
Football's the worst when you don't have hope.
Do you know what I mean?
It's honestly the worst.
That's all football's about, really.
Literally.
That's what it's
you
about.
two are kind of in that camp. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Like even turning on the TV to watch ball sometimes, it's just like,
It's
why am I even doing this to myself?
Bro, honestly.
That must be painful.
Honestly, I hate wasting my time with it.
You man ain't even got hope.
None whatsoever.
And let me be honest, yeah.
2 shit clubs.
When I'm talking about United, yeah, United haven't been great this season, but at least sometimes they just pull off a victory. They've been shit the whole game. They pull off a victory. My team can't even do that.
They're there, man.
Don't touch me, bro, man.
Any other highlights that we want to talk about this week? Villa had a mad game against Brentford, was it? They did, yeah. And then I'm trying to think. Anything else on the fixtures this week?
No, man.
Before we go into the final topic. Oh, Harry Kane. Bayern lost.
I feel so sorry for him, you know.
The Harry Kane curse talked to me before we
They're
go into the
16
last topic.
points behind Bayern Leverkusen.
Oh, well.
And they're only 7 points or 8 points ahead of 5th place.
So I'm assuming, obviously, you don't blame Harry Kane for this.
He scored 32 league goals this season, bro.
Yep.
In any other league in the world, if you're back, to be fair, he
that's-
scored 30 goals last season.
That'd get you
but,
enough.
Like,
Yeah. Well,
I just don't get Tuchel's not doing enough. The players around him are not doing enough.
it's crazy.
He even scored in the game.
That's-
They lost 3-2 this weekend. They were 2-0 up ahead. Bayern Munich 2-0 up ahead against a newly promoted team. and they lose 3-2. What is going on?
They're
Generally,
bad.
what is going
They're
on?
bad.
If only
they're
somebody could have predicted this at the start of the season.
Wait,
If
so
only.
So you think it's Kane's fault?
No.
Whose fault
Not
is
at
it?
all. I think
Switch them.
I think it's a bad move. I thought Bayern were in a very bad position at the start of the season.
Okay.
Going into the season at least. And I remember being sat here. I remember I was on that side of the couch. You guys were here. And you guys were waxing lyrical about how
Great signing.
about how it's the best move for Kane in his career because, you know, he's guaranteed a league title and he can cement himself in the Champions League. You told me Bayern are, you know, probably one of the favourites for that tournament. And, you know,
On paper, this all makes sense.
Well, to you, it made sense on paper. To me, it didn't at all.
Where did you see the cracks?
I thought, one, their manager's not the greatest.
okay.
Yep. And you also think the same.
I don't think he's the greatest, but he's more than good enough to win a Bundesliga, man. Come on.
But I just don't think Bayern's team are really that great. I think midfield, they're very much deficient. I know Kimmich thinks he's a solid number 6 and, you know, should be leading Bayern there. He definitely shouldn't be doing that. Goretzka is a mirage of a footballer. He just runs up and down, German, McTominay.
They have more than enough.
They don't. They really
Musiala,
don't.
Sané,
Musiala's
Gnabry.
a great player, but he's still very young. Sané and, you know, Gnabry both coming off very bad
But they had
injuries.
enough. They had enough to win the league if Leverkusen weren't this good. Like Bayern are better.
Yeah,
than
but
what
that's
they're showing
but
right
you can't always rely on everyone being trash, and you know
Yeah.
Leverkusen
No, but I think,
came into-
Leverkusen aren't just good.
they're really good.
They're really good.
Have they lost this season yet?
No,
No.
they haven't lost the game. We're in April.
They have 6 games
I
left.
just
as
said
well.
Bayern. You could see from the outside that Bayern were very unstable,
Fair enough.
and I just didn't think it was a good move for Kane. And you know, United are suffering as well, but could have been a different story for everyone.
He doesn't win the league at United, though.
Definitely not.
I don't think.
Not
I
with
don't know
this-
if he- I don't know
not
if he
with
wins
this
the
bold
trophies
manager.
that- I don't know if he wins the trophies that he wants at United.
But you know, he's still he's basically in the same position, really, isn't it?
All right, guys. Final topic then. Let's go into what did we call the thing again? I'll do the whiteboards. You tell them what it is.
So we're going to go into Let Me Talk to Him Ballers.
Let me talk.
Yeah? That's that baller that everyone's written him off. He's not going anywhere with his career, but you believe there's something inside there that he can bring back and show guys that he's the guy.
Yeah. You're on a thing where no one. Let me. I understand him.
You know what I mean?
You guys already know who I'm gonna say.
You don't see him how I see
Don't say
him.
Rashford.
Oh God.
All right, cool.
Fair enough. Who's my? Yo, bro. Who did I mention this morning?
I can't remember.
Gee. Oh, my things. My whiteboard's finished. Pen. Give me yours after you're done.
1 second. I got 2.
Okay, that's nice.
Who have the streets written off?
By the way, like halfway through, I accidentally pressed record again. I don't know if I stopped. I continued, but we'll see.
Oh,
Yeah.
Literally like 2 minutes ago. It's fine.
Yeah, I saw you do that. Yeah. Did that do anything?
Restarted the timer. That's all I know.
I'm sure.
I don't know if that.
It might just be 2 different things we just have to add together. It was 1 second it lasted for. But we'll see. I pressed the record button by accident.
No, it's fine. It would have saved the last recording. and started
Okay.
a new one.
Okay.
You'll have to join them up.
Yeah, that's what I said.
I thought you were blaming me.
No. It's him. All right, cool. I'm trying to think if I've got another one.
No word. I want to.
I've got one.
Can't defend this guy every day, man.
Trying to think now. I don't really believe in him. All right, let me just go for this one. It won't be that great. You man will go, and then I'll see if I can think of something.
Start off with Raf. Who is your Let Me Talk to Him baller, Raf?
Mr.
Not
MR10.
Martin.
Okay, talk us through that.
You know, there's been a lot of talk on Marcus Rashford this season from a lot of
He
people.
hasn't done anything this season.
You may say that. Neither has his team. I think people are talking, you know, it's a very pivotal moment in his career. He's what, 26, 27? Something like that. Kind of people are looking for him to kick
Prime.
on to the next stage. This is where, you'd be looking for him to enter his prime, leading Man United to titles. Unfortunately, he's not been put in a very stable environment. But I just don't think you can ever count out a footballer with all the attributes that he has. I think he's got some attributes that are probably put him, in conversations with some of the world's best in terms of, raw pace, ball striking ability, ability to find a run. I just think he's got some extremely, extremely high-level qualities that means you can never count him out. And I think you can see that within 90 minutes, even if he is having a very poor game, he'll still give you one moment that will very much worry your defenders. And I think that is the sign of a very, very, very good player. And I think somebody who has achieved what he has achieved in his career already, you look at the amount of goals he scored, the amount of assists he's achieved, he's probably on his way to being one of Man United's all-time leading goal scorers. If he does kick on and does play for United for the rest of his career, he could even maybe look towards Wayne Rooney's record.
What does he need?
What does he need
to bring out the potential?
Honestly, I think he needs a consistent team and a consistent manager. I think that's all he needs.
Seems like he always needs a lot.
Not really, but if you look at the level of management and coaching he's never had a stable environment. He's never had anyone to give him confidence. He's always been he's always had this chain yanked at those kind of pivotal moments, whether you talk about Mourinho buying Sanchez, or you look at Eric Ten Hag this season. He kicked on last season, and now Ten Hag has kind of come and done stupidness in this season. You look at under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, he had a really good season, and then Ronaldo kind of came and took his leading status in that front line. So I think if you do apply a context to his career, I think he has been dealt a very set of unfavourable conditions.
Shouldn't his talent just shine through anyway?
But I think it does. I think it does, and if it didn't, he wouldn't be at the level he is right now.
Does it? Has his talent shone through this season?
I mean,
No.
has if you?
I think he's quite
I don't
mentally
think-
fragile.
Well, that's something that could be said. I don't think that's fair. I don't think it is fair. I think somebody that goes through the intense scrutiny that he does, I think he's bound to go through moments like this. But if you look this season, I think Man United have only actually won 2 games when he's not started. So I think that says it all really. Even if he doesn't have the best performance in that shirt, the team does.
You'll never give up on this guy.
I will
You probably
never-
should have
I
put a
will-
couple. You should have put
I
Maguire
will never.
down as
I will.
well.
I was considering it.
Okay, let's move on to AA. Who is your?
So I've got
Let me
2
talk to him,
actually.
ballers.
So funny enough, I've actually got United players. So my first one's Onana.
Oh,
So
interesting.
I feel like Onana.
I don't think Onana needs to be talked to be honest.
So I feel like Onana at the start of this season, I think the problem with Onana is I think he was initially overrated by a lot of United fans. We had Mr. Man here telling us that he was going to be the best Premier League keeper above Alisson. And I'm not going to lie, his start to football in the
Hard not
league,
to be better than the guy that's not playing.
Yeah, bro. His start to football in this league, especially in the Champions League,
Shambolic.
some of the worst keeping I've seen from a top level keeper in a long while. He couldn't save shots. He just couldn't save shots. The fundamentals just didn't seem to be there whatsoever. And he's got a lot of flack, and a lot of people still think he's rubbish. But if you've been watching Onana recently and you look at United concede a lot of shots.
Yeah.
Like
5. I think
Like-
the number is 560 in the last 10 or so games.
500.
No.
No, that wouldn't be right.
That's 56 a game, brother.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe
But
20.
you've been conceding like 30 shots a game. Like
Yeah,
that, yeah.
that's still crazy.
That's still crazy, yeah. So they've been conceding a lot of shots. He's faced a lot,
Yeah.
and he's been good. I'm not gonna lie, but he's kind of like, I don't feel like he's as good as people maybe claim, but he's a solid keeper. So I think it's just about the fact that he's actually a solid player. I feel like a lot
I
of
don't
people.
think that qualifies as a let me talk to him.
I feel like a lot of people think he's still rubbish. I see a lot of things.
But you're saying he's currently giving us good performances. So do you actually need to talk to him, or does he just need to continue his thing in the form?
I guess he needs to continue, yeah, but it's just like there's a player there, like continue. Like
But
I still feel like he's got a little bit of bozo in him, so like I just want to talk to him, just say like calm down and keep on doing you, bro, on that type of
Do you think
thing.
he needs anything?
Does he need anything?
I think he needs to work on his handling.
He still needs to work on his handling a little bit, and I just think as well, like yeah, there's a player there. There's a player there, but yeah, it's just calm down a bit. I think he's a bit emotional as well.
Yeah.
Like sometimes you can see it.
I think what has helped him find form is that for all the kind of things that have been said about his actual raw goalkeeping ability, is that on the ball, which is where where most of his reputation came from. He's been still very exceptional throughout the season, which has helped.
Cool. Moving on quickly, I want to talk about Romero. I think
Tottenham Romero.
Yeah. So he's one that I believe in. Like, he's one that people have always said that he's kind of rubbish. He's way too rash, and he is a bit rash. But I think he has calmed down a bit this season. I think Postecoglou's helped him, and I also think outside of that, like, I know he did like
I don't know if he's calmed down this season. He got a red against Chelsea.
yeah, that's the only one he's got. Like, he's the only red he's got. Also, I don't feel like he's been like before. He'd get reds, and also he'd like make loads of like rash errors in the game. I think he's kind of like got that out of his game a fair bit. And then also, I think like outside of that, like people, they just look to that and don't really see that he's quite a good player. Like, he's quite good on the ball. He's got good physical aspects. He's a good leader. I feel like he's a good player. Like, I think like he's a proper player. I feel like in terms of talking to him, I just tell him, just calm down a bit. Like, you don't need to always play on 100. But I feel like it's definitely coming into his game now. I think Postecoglou's done well with him. I think he's a top-level centre-back.
I mean, I don't think the criticism of him has ever been that he's bad at football or defending. I just think...
Too aggressive.
Yeah, and you ultimately can't... If you can't rely on a centre-back, then
But
you
I think
can't
he's
go
starting
forward
to
with them.
show that, like, there's a bit of a calmer temperament.
But he hasn't, because in one of Tottenham's biggest moments,
It's one game.
Yeah, but that's
that's
what it comes down to. But that's what it comes down to when you're a centre back.
Once this season, bro.
But that's what it comes down to when you're a centre back.
Shouldn't get sent off.
Yeah,
in the
at
season.
all.
I don't think
Come
so.
on, man. There's centre backs that got sent. Van Dijk got sent off this season.
That's bad from him.
Yeah, so he's still been one of the best centre backs in the league, has he not?
But that's why he's not with the likes of Saliba and Gabriel.
Yeah, that's your opinion.
You know, that's why you don't fancy Liverpool as title favourites.
No, it's nothing to do with Van Dijk.
Did Liverpool lose
Keep quiet,
points? Did
squarehead. You had
Liverpool, hold on.
Rashford.
Did
Keep
Liverpool
quiet.
lose points?
Marcus, go on.
Okay.
Okay, so I got two ballers. The first one I'm going to go with is, everyone knows who I'm going to go with first. The boy João Felix.
Oh my God.
The boy João Felix.
Bro, I haven't heard this name in time.
He came to the bridge last season and he showed me
God.
what football is. You know, I feel like with this whole system-based...
When?
Last season, this whole system-based Klopps football, pep football, we've lost the essence of football, the art, the brilliance. I saw that at the bridge.
With João Felix.
With João Felix.
In what
Into
match?
the off-the-seat stuff
In which
against
match?
Dortmund, against Fulham. This guy was brilliance, I saw. He's gone to Barcelona this season, picked up some goals here and there, but the system and Xavi's football hasn't been to his advantage. I was hoping that he would go on to Barcelona as a bit more settled than Chelsea and then show us what he can do. It hasn't been that way. But I know, I've seen the play in there. I've seen the world-class potential in there. I've seen top 3 ballers in the world potential in João Felix.
Yeah, you're not well.
Potential.
Yeah, you're not well.
Keyword.
Yeah. You're
Keyword,
still not well. You're still not well.
The things this guy can do with the ball is amazing. Don't sleep on him. He needs a settled environment with a starting place in the team. What Xavi has done, he's rotated his front three way too many times. He has the likes of Ferran Torres, the likes of Rafinha, the likes of Lewandowski, the likes of what's this young kid's name? Jamal, whatever the guy's name is.
Jamal?
Yeah. Looks like a Jamal. But anyway, he has so many different attackers and he's been rotating them too much. So Felix doesn't have a settled place in the team. I need to talk to tell him, go to a club where you're settled. You're a starter. You play every match. All the players play to your music. You get?
Wow.
And you will see brilliance. You will see what I'm talking about.
All right, Sane.
My next player is Leroy Sané. This season, he got off to a brilliant start. I truly believe, ability-wise, he is the best right wing in the world. Ability-wise. His ability to work off both wings as well. His finishing, his passing.
The best right wing in the world.
Yes.
He hasn't scored in 3 months.
I literally just said ability-wise.
But like, if you've got the best finishing ability, you would score.
No, we saw that ability at the beginning of the season. He was one of the highest scorers in the Bundesliga. He was the best right winger on form at a certain point in time. I need to talk to him to tell him, wake up, wake up.
So what's going on
What's
with him?
that Ghanaian brother? What did that Ghanaian brother says who does the fitness thing?
Which one that he's talking
Oh,
wake the fuck up,
Wake the
guys.
fuck up, guys. That's what he used to tell Sunday.
single ingredient
why-
foods.
You need to remind him that, brother, you are a baller. You are one of the best ballers in the world. Act like it.
What happens to him?
Probably a mentality thing for him. He's too settled in Germany.
I mean, I think the injury's done him, innit?
I don't think so. I still feel like he has that ability. I've seen it from him.
He'll never. But a lot of his game was based on that explosiveness.
Yeah, I feel like him.
He'll never quite. It's like Rooney.
I don't know,
It's like
man.
Rooney after. It's like Rooney after the foot injuries.
I still believe Sane
He's
has
there,
quality.
but it will never
Rooney,
quite.
I think it was also the beers and cocaine.
Allegedly, Rooney. Allegedly, yeah.
Sorry, yeah, allegedly I should
But
say.
yeah, those are my two.
Fair enough, guys. Well, I actually wanted to say one last thing. Gabriel, I'm not gonna lie, yeah, you are a baller. Honestly, the way that guy plays reminds me of a young Alessandro Nesta. Honestly, no. The what I see from him, what I've been seeing this week, and I feel like Saliba
You even
often
watch
takes.
this?
I was. Name
Comps.
the qualities. Name
Comps.
what is
No,
it? What is it
like-
that reminds you of him?
Name a game that you thought, yeah, Nesta.
It's watching Nesta comps, isn't it? But it's like the pace, the tight defending, the elegance on the ball. I just feel like Gabriel at the moment, the way he's
I
playing.
wouldn't really associate Nesta.
The way let me just say it. The way Gabriel's playing at the moment, yeah.
If you wanna.
It's just sensational. Like I like the way he plays, like that bully ball nature to the way he plays. Like he approaches strikers like, I'm faster than you, I'm stronger than you, I want this more than you. And I feel like Saliba takes a lot of the plaudits at Arsenal. But Gabriel, for me, he's been the star centre back for Arsenal, and I think he's been so good. Like he is a proper
funny
top
about this,
defender
yeah?
and a leader.
If you go back to last season, there was the same rhetoric from a lot of Arsenal fans. They were saying, actually, like Gabriel's been better than Saliba this season. People haven't been noticing. And they're saying the same this season, which just makes me question, do they just truly believe Gabriel's the better
He
centre
might
back of
be.
the
He
two?
might, because honestly, he is a bully. He is a
It's just
flat
like
track bully.
Saliba appears better on the eye because Saliba's just always calm.
Yeah, graceful.
Very calm and graceful. So that appears to be better.
But anyway, guys, thank you for another episode of the Rondo. We are at time. We love you. We will be back
I love
next
y'all.
week for our last ever episode of the Rondo podcast. But don't worry, what we've got next in store is gonna be something real special.
Are we gonna get one last? Boom.
Maybe next week.